Okay, so we're here, and I have double crowned my Furina. Her burst and her E skill have finally been crowned. Yeah, technically I did it a while ago, but I kind of was, not in the mood to level up her talent, so I just didn't. This is the team that I've been running in Spiral Abyss recently, so yeah, we're gonna keep doing this. Not really like too, this is just an average look at what this team can do and what Furina would be able to do, right? We didn't really see too great of numbers. Like, nothing really stood out from looking at it before. So let's see, maybe we can see some better numbers now. 19,000, seeing that. Then we also see 14,000, 19,000 again. It seems kind of just like the same sort of scenario here. The 19,000 seemed to be where we were at on this team. Now, we can make this team better, right, if we switched over to Kazuha. The reason why I don't use Kazuha here is because generally when I run that team, I generally run Raiden Hyper Carry as the second half. So this team and then Raiden Hyper Carry wipes Abyss completely this phase, this update. So yeah.
You're ugly, you're disgusting, I'm gonna kill you, give me $200.
Sadly, Risley and basically every crowd character isn't really that great right now, which is why I don't like to base my opinion on Spiral Abyss, because if I base my opinion, I would be telling people Ayaka is god-awful, she's the worst character ever. Well, I mean, I haven't used her in the Spiral Abyss, but I just assuming compared to, also using Risley on, the second half, didn't really work out too well in that third chamber, right? So we can do this and make this just a lot better of a team, right? One issue that I'm gonna run into with this is that we didn't get the crystallize, but that is fine. So what kind of damage are we looking at for you? So 24,000? Yeah, 20,000. Yeah, around there,
Y el bañador. Voy a la playa, había subido la marea.
So here we are. This will be the rotation we do because this is the proper rotation, so I can get crystallized on Nevi, right? So just looking at this, we saw 23,000 there. Yeah, and that's from her. So yeah, we have to do this. I could just not hit him, I guess. That is a thing that I can do. I can just not hit him. Yeah, and then now we're out of everything, and we're not hitting. Okay, 22,000. And this is with Favonius. Honestly, Favonius just makes her such a better character. I'll try removing it on this team, and we'll switch over to Nilu's weapon. Can't do it in combat. I guess we'll recover our energy first, though. But yeah, we'll switch over. Overall, I think Furina on Favonius just is a lot better, because generally you can recover your energy way easier, and then you're also able to provide energy for everybody else, providing her more utility, right? And overall, you don't want to put oh my generally, adding Favonius to Furina just makes her a more well-rounded character, I feel like, because it's also providing energy for everybody else, which makes her a lot better of a support. But if we do this, then we're at 53,000 HP, which is, alright. It's only 13,000 more than I just had, so it's really only like a, 20% increase of damage, possibly, right? I mean, a 20% increase in damage is pretty good, but losing the energy, it might be useful for this team since I'm already running another Hydro. And then Kazuha hopefully can recover his energy. I don't really know how well this team works without, Favonius. We'll see.
I think we all know where this is going, so let's just skip to the end.
And then, yeah, you could see the energy, right? The energy. Even if I'm running a secondary, Hydro character, the energy is a lot worse without Favonius. So, but overall, I think Favonius is just her best in slot weapon, I say best in slot, it's always case dependent with Furina. There's no like, oh yeah, this is his best in slot weapon, right? This is always Nevi's best in slot weapon. But, for Furina, this could be her best in slot weapon, this could be her best in slot weapon, right? Or this could be her best in slot weapon. She fluctuates so much with her team. Speaking of fluctuating with her team, now we can probably, just use Mono Hydro, which is, I think, what I'm going to do. This is generally, I think, her best team. It covers up any flaws she's ever had, any flaws that I have with her. And I just switched her to Favonius, so yeah, that's not the correct weapon. Yeah, on this team, you're absolutely gonna want to not use Favonius, because it's just like, if you are struggling for energy on this team, then it's your character's builds. I think Yelan struggles for energy on this team for me, and that's just because I think she needs like 10% more energy recharge. Been a bit since I've used this team, as I don't really use Mono Hydro much. I think it was like 2 Abyss cycles ago that I used it seriously. So yeah, this is a little bit out of tune, but we'll do that, and then this, and then we'll have this. So we should be able to see her numbers. Pretty 37,000. That was her hit. Yeah, 37,000 on this team is the kind of damage she can hit when she has, you know, all of these buffs active. It's pretty nice. Huh? So yeah, 37,000. Pretty nice damage numbers there. I don't really. I don't know. I don't think that this is much needing of more testing. I mean, like, there's very few teams that I actually consider Furina runnable on. I could put her on, you know, like Risley, Freeze, but personally, I don't run that team. Like, these are actual teams that I have run and I have made use of. So overall, I think she's pretty good. We'll see if we can get more characters, you know, that are healing and actually provide something other than just their healing. Because, I mean, Kokomi, she's a character you can run. Well, I have Prototype Hammer on her, but you can run, you know, Thrilling Tales, right? You can buff the attack by 48%, which isn't a lot, you know. It's not like Bennett buff, but it is something. And then you can also come here and, you know, put Tenacity on her. You know, I don't have Tenacity because I use Kokomi generally for Nilou teams, and then, you know, Mono Hydro. But overall, yeah, I think this is actually pretty good. But yeah, I think Kokomi, she's able to provide something. She has some attack, and she has Hydro application, which is generally good for the Freeze teams, but Freeze teams have sort of fallen off and generally are barely useful at this point. So it's kind of like, why would you focus your reactions on Freeze when you can do more damage with Melt? Like, half the time, Cryo DPSs nowadays are just better with Melt. Ganyu, Risley are 2 that I guarantee are just better with Melt. I personally have tested both, and I have said, like, yeah, you know, Risley goes on Melt, you know, and then Ganyu goes on Melt. No. Wait. But I would really only consider Mono Hydro, you know, Risley Freeze, Ayaka Freeze, and Nevi. I think those are the only teams that I consider, like, actually, like, you know, these are serious teams that you can run and you can, you know, do well with. You know, you can run her with Raiden probably. I haven't tested her at C0 with Raiden because my Raiden is C3, and if you have C3 Raiden, it doesn't matter what your supports are, she's gonna make them look like they're good. So yeah, overall, I think Furina's good. She needs still some help, but she's able to function pretty well on certain teams. Like, this is absolutely her best team. I still think that this is her best team. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.